talking as much. He's probably said like 5 things to me. Even after the touchdown I threw him, he probably said like 2 things to me. But now he catches a touchdown in practice. He's celebrating, having fun, jumping up, seeing like, just having the energy that I knew he had in him, but he was just shy to let it out.
Those are the words, good throw. 2 words.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Were you surprised when you saw him that this is a guy that only had 8 catches in 3 years?
Yes, at first I was surprised, but like timing is everything. It's different for everybody. Everybody got their own path on how their life go about. And when I first got here and I was throwing the ball, I was like, yeah, he can catch it. But what was the reason of him only getting 8 passes? So I went back and watched all the films. And I mean, you had guys like Josh Palmer, you had all those guys, Marquez, and you wonder why he didn't get the ball as much. I mean, you had guys like that, and everybody pretty much know those guys. So, you know what I'm saying? Who was Cedric at the time? And now Cedric is Cedric, and he doing what he do. So, I mean, can't miss him now.
You said you hurt your leg. You said you hurt your ankle on that long run. You played a little bit after that. Were you struggling on those plays before you went out of the game? I mean, did you feel it initially, or was it?
Nah, I mean, it was all of the adrenaline. I mean, you gotta fight through it, man. Hurt or not, show no weakness, man. That's what we live out here. And at the time, I was like, you know what? Let's try to fight through it. Let's try to keep going. Yes, it was hurting, but at the same time, you got to fight through it. Show no weakness. So that's what I live by now. But it is what it is at this point. I mean, the long run was the long run. Yeah, they got hurt, but I mean, it was out of my control. It's all timing. You just got to be prepared.
What was last year like? You win the starting job, you get hurt, the offense has success, but you're not a part of it as much as I'm sure you wanted to be. Was it tough, or was it?
I mean, it was
you
tough.
Want to be a team guy, and you're happy for your teammates.
Nah, it was tough, but it's also like, that's my guy. So it's like, his success is my success, because we go through the same thing. I mean, you can't necessarily say that because, I mean, he's out there playing by himself and with the team, but I'm not mad about it, because, I mean, you can't be mad at another person's success. And once you do that, your success will get knocked down. And I don't have nothing against him, so there's no point in me being mad.
Are you ever as close to any other quarterbacks in Michigan as you are to him?
Yes. I was close to Shea after my first year. Brandon Peters, I was close to him too. I mean,
there's just a lot of people probably find that hard to believe, given how much quarterbacks move these days, and there's only one job.
No, I mean, it's difficult for like a quarterback room because only one of us play.
Right.
But what you have to come to realize is that, one of us play, but more brains are working together more than one, you're gonna be more successful. So why not help them out? I don't wanna, cause like for me, if I'm out there and I'm the starter, I wouldn't want my quarterbacks in the room to not say nothing to me. Right. If they see something, tell me. And that's what I do. If I see something that he didn't see, I mean, 4 eyes better than 2. So why not tell him then what I saw? And so he can see it, and then when he see it, he react. Now we score. We both happy. Everybody happy.
Joe, Cedric Tillman had that breakout year last season. Who do you see maybe having the breakout season this year?
Man, that's pretty hard to say. I don't want to, jinx anybody. But I feel like out of all of our receivers, I feel like I'm not even gonna say no names, man. I can't, because I don't want to jinx anything or put that in. I mean, I can put it in the air, but I just don't want to do it that way. But I feel like all of them is gonna have a great year. But I mean, man, Jimmy Callaway, man. I hate jinxing people, man. I hate jinxing people. But Jimmy Callaway is that dude, man. He's legit. Like, when you think of a receiver, like when I think of a receiver, I think of Jimmy Callaway. And, he's just different. Like, when the ball's in his hand, he's in his own world. Like, he gonna make you miss. He gonna do whatever he need to do to score. So, but, I mean, I feel like all of them is gonna have a great season, though.
Sure. Jalen Hyde included?
Yeah.
What do you like about his game?
He'll leave
Speed.
But he also grew in size too. Like, he also got big. Like, he be like, when we lift the dumbbells now in the weight room, he not grabbing 30s and 40s no more. He actually, grabbing the 75s, the 80s, and he's actually pumping iron. I'm like, at first, when I first got him, I'm like, hey man, this kid needs some weight. And now that he actually took time and, you know, thought about his weight and actually goes in the weight room and actually goes 110, you know, that's different. That's pretty difficult to ask for when you talk about 20-year-olds and 19-year-olds. You know, they thinking college is just fun. But when you come down to the nitty gritty, you got to be in the weight room because you got people on the other side of the ball that want to kill you. So
what do you grab at 75?
No. I be with the 100s, 120s.
And Joe Hendon said one thing he's learned about you is that you're a good cook. Since you guys what's the specialty?
It all depends on what's going on. It all depends on the occasion. I mean, the last time I had a big meal that I cooked for everybody was 4th of July. I made fried chicken. I made probably like 50 pieces of fried chicken. I had some dirty rice. If you don't know what dirty rice is, y'all know what that is?
With beef in it? Okay.
Beef.
Yeah.
I had made my mom macaroni, baked macaroni, and Hendo made his dad baked beans. And, you know, we just pretty much put it all on the table. Everybody ate. We had a lot of people came over. But I mean, I can make some bad spaghetti, man.
Where'd you learn the recipes?
My
How'd you learn
mom,
to
my
cook?
grandma.
Yeah.
My mom and my grandma.
Family thing?
Yeah.
Can you
family.
tell like what's so special about the spaghetti?
I can't tell you.
Right there.
Thank you. No, I can't tell you the special about the spaghetti because the spaghetti itself is what I do to it after. I can tell you one ingredient I do add. I add pepperonis to my spaghetti.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Hendo get mad when I don't. So I always gotta add pepperoni to my spaghetti.
Keep him happy, right?
Yeah, I gotta keep him happy, man. He don't like cheese either. So like half of my spaghetti be full of cheese and the